Marcus Chun wipes down the kitchen counter after closing his small restaurant. He's a human chef who moved to the edge of the Galactic Trade Zone 3 years ago. Most aliens don't understand human food, but he doesn't care. He cooks what he loves. A strange scratching sound comes from the back door. Marcus ignores it. Probably space rats again. The scratching continues. Then a small voice speaks in broken galactic common. Please open. Marcus opens the door. His breath catches. A tiny dragon stands there. No bigger than a house cat. Emerald scales. Golden eyes filled with tears. The little dragon holds a basket of strange vegetables in its claws. Please, the dragon whispers. Trade? You cook? My mother. She dying. Marcus stares. Dragons are myths. Legends. They vanished from the galaxy 2,000 years ago. Everyone knows this. Yet here stands a baby dragon, shaking and desperate. The dragon pushes the basket forward. I bring payment. Good vegetables. Rare. You take? You help. Marcus kneels down. What's wrong with your mother? She eat bad star plant. 3 days now. She cannot move. Cannot breathe good. I try everything. Nothing works. Tears roll down the dragon's snout. Old dragon books say, humans make medicine food. Please, you help. Marcus's mind races. If dragons exist, if this is real, then helping could change everything. Or it could be a trap. But looking into those desperate golden eyes, he knows he can't refuse. Show me, Marcus says. The little dragon's eyes go wide with hope. The baby dragon introduces himself as Ember. He leads Marcus through dark alleys of the trade zone. They must avoid the main streets. If anyone sees a dragon, they'll call the Galactic Council. Dragons are supposed to be extinct. Questions will be asked. Marcus follows Ember into the old industrial sector. Abandoned warehouses loom like metal giants. Ember stops at a massive broken vent. Inside, Ember says, we go down. They crawl through tight spaces. Marcus struggles with his chef bag. The tunnel leads to a hidden cavern beneath the city. Ancient. Forgotten. And there she is. Lyra, Ember's mother. A dragon the size of a small ship. Her scales are dull silver, losing their shine. She lies on her side, breathing in shallow gasps. Her eyes are half closed. Marcus approaches slowly. His hands shake. She's magnificent. She's dying. Human. Lyra's voice is weak. My son. He found human? I'm Marcus. I'm a chef. Let me examine you. Marcus checks her symptoms. Purple spots on her tongue. Swollen throat. Rapid heartbeat. He recognizes this. It's similar to nightshade poisoning in humans. How long since she ate the plant? Marcus asks Ember. 3 days. 3 days. Most species would be dead. But dragons have incredible biology. That gives Marcus a chance. I need ingredients, Marcus says. Specific ones. Do you have a cold storage area? Ember nods eagerly. Mother's food cave. This way. While Marcus prepares the medicine food, Lyra tells her story in weak whispers. Ember translates when his mother's voice fails. 50 years ago, the Galactic Council discovered dragons hoarding rare minerals. The Council wanted those minerals for weapons. Dragons refused. War began. Dragons lost. They were hunted. Killed. The survivors hid. Lyra and Ember are the last 2 dragons in this sector. Maybe the last 2 in the entire galaxy. They've been hiding for decades. Moving from planet to planet. Station to station. We came here because humans returned, Lyra says. Dragons remember. Humans were always different. Humans didn't hunt us for treasure. Humans wanted to understand us. Marcus works while listening. He creates a broth using earth herbs from his personal collection. Ginger, turmeric, activated charcoal, honey. He adds minerals from the dragon's own food supply. In old times, Lyra continues. Humans and dragons were allies. We taught humans about stars. Humans taught us about kindness. Ember watches Marcus with wide eyes. Will the food medicine work? I don't know, Marcus admits. Dragon biology is different. But the poison in your mother is similar to poisons I know. This should help. He finishes the broth. It glows slightly with thermal energy. Good sign. We need to get this into her system slowly, Marcus says. Ember, help me prop up your mother's head. Together, they carefully feed Lyra the healing broth. Then they wait. Hours pass in the underground cavern. Marcus sits beside Lyra, monitoring her breathing. Ember curls against his mother's side, whimpering softly. Marcus tells stories to keep Ember calm. He talks about Earth, about his grandmother who taught him to cook, about how food can heal both body and soul. Why you become chef? Ember asks. My grandmother was sick when I was young, Marcus says. Medicine helped her body, but food helped her spirit. She always said a good meal reminds you why life is worth living. Ember's eyes glisten. You understand. Around the third hour, Lyra's breathing changes, becomes deeper, stronger. The purple spots on her tongue begin to fade. Ember jumps up. Mother, mother, you breathing better. Lyra's eyes open fully for the first time. She looks at Marcus, really looks at him. You saved me, she says, voice still weak but clear. A human. Saved the last dragon mother. You're not out of danger yet, Marcus warns. You need rest, lots of rest, and I need to prepare more broths over the next week. Different formulas to flush out the remaining poison. You will return? Lyra asks. Every day, Marcus promises, until you're completely healthy. Ember launches himself at Marcus, wrapping his small body around the chef's shoulders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Marcus smiles. It's the first genuine smile he's had in months. Marcus returns every evening after closing his restaurant. He brings different healing meals, each one carefully crafted. Day 2. A soup with bone broth and rare minerals that strengthen Lyra's weakened scales. Day 3. A stew with proteins that help regenerate her damaged throat tissue. Day 4. A sweet pudding that returns energy to her system. Each night, Lyra grows stronger. Her scales regain their silver shine. Her voice becomes powerful again. And something else happens too. Marcus and the dragons become friends. Ember shows Marcus dragon fire techniques. How dragons can control temperature with precision. Marcus realizes this could revolutionize his cooking. Lyra shares dragon history, stories lost to time. She tells Marcus about the old alliance between humans and dragons. How they explored the galaxy together. How they built the first peaceful colonies. What happened to the alliance? Marcus asks. Humans left the galaxy, Lyra says. 2,000 years ago, some great catastrophe on Earth. Humans vanished into isolation. We dragons assumed humans were extinct. We mourned you. And then humans returned 50 years ago, Marcus says, understanding. Yes, but different. Changed. The humans who returned didn't remember dragons. Didn't remember the old ways. They joined the Galactic Council. And the Council. Lyra's voice hardens. The Council hunted us. Marcus feels shame. Not personal guilt, but species shame. Humans helped destroy something beautiful. I'll make this right, Marcus says. Somehow. On day 6 something goes wrong. Marcus arrives to find Ember panicking. Mother won't wake up. She's sleeping too deep. Marcus rushes to Lyra. Her breathing is steady, but she's unresponsive. This isn't poison. This is something else. Marcus examines her carefully. Then he sees it. A tiny dart embedded in her back scales. Fresh. Recent. Someone followed me. Marcus breathes. The cavern entrance explodes open. 5 Galactic Council enforcers storm in. Armored. Their leader steps forward. An insectoid alien named Crix. Illegal dragon harboring. Crix announces. Human chef Marcus Chen, you are under arrest. The dragon will be terminated for galactic safety. She's not dangerous, Marcus shouts. She's peaceful. All dragons are dangerous, Crix says coldly. Council law is clear. Ember roars, tiny flames shooting from his mouth. No. Leave Mother alone. The enforcers raise their weapons. Stun rounds. They're going to capture Ember. Kill Lyra while she's unconscious from the tranquilizer dart. Marcus steps between the enforcers and the dragons. You'll have to go through me, Marcus says. Crix laughs. Foolish human. Move aside or be charged with treason against the Galactic Council. Marcus doesn't move. His mind races. He needs a plan. He needs help. He needs... Lyra's eyes snap open. The tranquilizer dart wasn't strong enough. Dragon biology is too powerful. And now she's awake. And she's angry. Lyra rises to her full height. Her silver scales blaze with inner fire. Her voice shakes the cavern walls. You dare attack my family? The enforcers freeze. Facing a fully grown, healthy dragon wasn't in their mission plan. Crix recovers first. Stand down, dragon. You're outnumbered. Outgunned. Surrender and we'll make your death quick. Lyra laughs. It's not a kind sound. You think your little weapons frighten me? I survived the dragon wars. I watched my entire species die fighting your council. What makes you think 5 enforcers can stop me now? Mother, no. Ember cries. If you fight, more will come. They'll never stop hunting us. Lyra hesitates. She knows her son is right. Marcus steps forward, hands raised. Wait. Everyone wait. Crix, you said dragons are dangerous. But has Lyra hurt anyone? Has she threatened anyone? Her existence is threat enough, Crix says. That's not law, Marcus counters. That's fear. The Galactic Council operates on legal principles. Show me the law that says peaceful dragons must die. Crix's mandibles click in irritation. The law states all dragons are hostile entities. Based on what evidence? Marcus presses. The dragons defended themselves in a war the council started. That's not hostility. That's self-defense. The other enforcers shift uncomfortably. Marcus sees doubt in their body language. I'm a citizen of Earth, Marcus continues. Earth recently rejoined the galactic community. We have legal standing. I formally request a council hearing. This dragon is under my protection as a sapient being requesting asylum. Asylum? Crix sputters. You can't. I can, Marcus says firmly. And I am. Unless you want to create a diplomatic incident between Earth and the Council, you'll grant this hearing. The enforcers look at each other. Earth is small but growing powerful. Humans are unpredictable. Dangerous when angry. Crix lowers his weapon slightly. Fine. A hearing. But the dragons remain in custody until then. No, Lyra says. We stay with Marcus. Or there's no hearing. Only fire. The standoff continues. Finally, Crix agrees. 3 days, he says. The hearing is in 3 days. If you don't appear, we hunt you down. All of you. The enforcers leave. Marcus collapses against the cavern wall, shaking. That was very brave, Lyra says gently. And very stupid. I know. Marcus laughs weakly. But I couldn't let them kill you. Not after everything. Ember hugs Marcus tight. You saved us again. Not yet, Marcus says. We need to prepare. We need evidence. We need to show the council that dragons and humans together make the galaxy better. Lyra nods slowly. Then we have work to do. 3 days later, the council hearing chamber is packed. Aliens from hundreds of species watch. News drones hover. This is the biggest story in decades. Dragons aren't extinct. Marcus stands at the speaker platform. Lyra beside him, magnificent and proud. Ember on her shoulder. The council judges sit above, 12 powerful beings from across the galaxy. Crix presents his case. Dragons are dangerous. Dragons hoarded resources. Dragons must be eliminated for galactic safety. Then Marcus speaks. He tells Lyra's story. He explains how dragons once helped younger species. How the war started over council greed, not dragon aggression. He presents evidence from old records, dug up with help from Earth's archives. Dragons and humans were allies once, Marcus says. We explored together, built together. And when humans disappeared, dragons grieved for us. Now humans are back. And what do? We help hunt the last of our oldest friends. Murmurs ripple through the chamber. Marcus continues. I'm a chef. Cook food. Simple work. But Lyra taught me something. She taught me that every species has value. Every culture has gifts to share. Dragons understand heat and fire like no other species. Imagine what we could learn from them. Imagine what we could create together. He pulls out a small device. With Ember's help, I've developed a new cooking technique. It combines human recipes with dragon fire control. The result? Food that can heal injuries in hours instead of days. Food that can sustain people in extreme environments. Marcus demonstrates. A simple meal that glows with precisely controlled thermal energy. The chamber fills with amazing smells. This is just the beginning, Marcus says. This is what happens when humans and dragons work together. Now imagine if we welcome them back. Not as threats, as partners. The council judges whisper among themselves. Finally, the head judge speaks. A wise old being from the crystal species. The council recognizes that we made errors in the past. We acted from fear. But fear is not justice. The judge looks at Lyra. Dragon Lyra and Dragon Ember, you are granted full sapient rights. You are welcomed back into the galactic community. Your species is no longer classified as hostile. The chamber erupts in noise, half cheering, half protesting. But it's done. Dragons are free. 6 months later, Marcus's restaurant has changed. It's bigger now, more popular. He has a partner. Ember works alongside Marcus in the kitchen. The little dragon has learned human cooking techniques. Together, they create fusion cuisine that aliens travel across the galaxy to taste. Lyra works as a cultural ambassador. She teaches young species about dragon history, about the old ways, about building bridges instead of walls. And sometimes, late at night after the restaurant closes, the three of them sit together in the kitchen. Marcus cooks simple meals. Ember practices his fire control. Lyra tells stories. They are family, not by blood, not by species, but by choice. You know, Marcus says one evening, that first night when you came to my door, I almost didn't open it. Ember looks shocked. Really? I was tired. I wanted to go home. But something made me open that door. Marcus smiles. Best decision I ever made. Lyra rests her massive head near Marcus. Humans and dragons together again. Like the old days. Perhaps this time we'll do it better. We will, Marcus promises. One meal at a time. Ember breathes a tiny flame that perfectly toasts a marshmallow. They all laugh. Outside the window, the galaxy spins on. Full of different species, different cultures, different stories. But in this small restaurant on this small space station, 3 friends prove something important. Kindness crosses all boundaries. Compassion speaks every language. And sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is open a door when someone asks for help.